It's called a Pacific football fish, and it's very rare that you actually get to see one.
Ever pause to wonder if everything you knew about fish was, well, a bit fishy? It sounds baffling, but the term fish is a tad misleading. Thanks to a tidbit from a popular British quiz show, we found out that classifying the vast array of species under the term fish is somewhat of a scientific misstep. Take the starfish as an example. Would you believe it shares more DNA with a giraffe than with some other aquatic pals? Brace yourselves, because today we're going to talk about fish you won't believe actually exist. Number 1. Fang-toothed fish. Ever heard of a fish that seems straight out of a spooky tale, yet is the size of your hand? Meet the fang-toothed fish, a little critter with some impressively terrifying chompers. Now, you might imagine this mini monster is a danger to divers everywhere, but guess what? These fish are almost shy, preferring the dark abyss between 1,600 and 16,000 feet deep. They love the deep during daylight and venture closer to the surface at night for a snack. But here's where it gets interesting. While they possess these dagger-like teeth, their vision is, ironically, quite weak. Instead, they've got this awesome sixth sense that detects water vibrations, helping them navigate and nab their dinner. And you might wonder, with such sizable fangs, how does it not impale its own brain when it clamps shut? Nature's design brilliance comes into play here. The fang-tooth has these neat little pockets in their head where the fangs fit perfectly. Otherwise, every bite could be a real brain drain. It's wild to think, without this unique adaptation, they might have become history eons ago. Number 2. White-margin stargazer. Have you ever heard of a fish that seems like it's straight from a comic book, complete with hidden superpowers? Let me introduce you to the white-margin stargazer fish. Now, you might be imagining this creature as a starry-eyed dreamer, right? Wrong. While its upward-gazing eyes do give it an almost innocent look, this fish is anything but. It uses those eyes, perfectly positioned on top of its head, to hide in the sand and launch surprise attacks on unsuspecting prey. Dwelling primarily in the Indo-Pacific Ocean, our crafty friend has quite the varied menu from octopus and squid to other unsuspecting fish. And here's where the plot thickens. While its expert camouflage skills would be superhero enough for most, the stargazer is no ordinary fish. Not only is it venomous, armed with toxin-loaded spines, but it also boasts its very own built-in stun gun, capable of delivering a jolt of up to 50 volts. What a way to give potential predators, or its next meal, the shock of their lives. Number 3. Asian sheepshead wrasse. Have you ever wished you could reinvent yourself? Well, in the aquatic realm, the Asian sheepshead wrasse, affectionately known as the kubadai, takes this to a whole new level. At first glance, they might strike you as one of nature's oddballs, with a face only a mother could love. But trust me, their peculiar look isn't the only thing that makes them stand out. Life among the kubadai is like a riveting reality show. Picture this. Groups of females chill together under the watchful eyes of one dominant male. Should a new macho male swagger into the scene, drama ensues, with battles for dominance that would rival any soap opera. But here's the real plot twist. If the leading male is becoming a bit long in the fin or isn't quite up to snuff, these fish have a fantastic solution. As they mature, these wrasses can undergo a gender transformation evolving from female to male. Imagine taking a mini sabbatical and coming back with a completely different role in society. While their talent isn't exclusive in the marine world, the kubadai is a fascinating display of nature's gender-bending adaptations. Some fish pull a switcheroo from male to female, others even possess self-replicating capabilities. It's like the fish version of do-it-yourself in the vast, unpredictable ocean. Number 4. Anglerfish. Ever found yourself being drawn to something, not quite sure why? Kind of like when you're on a diet, but that chocolate cake just keeps calling your name? Meet the anglerfish, Mother Nature's ultimate trickster. If it were on social media, its profile picture would be straight out of a sci-fi movie. Its habitat? The deep, dark abyss of the ocean. So dark, in fact, that it needs its own personal flashlight, a nifty little light that dangles right in front of its face. But wait, there's a catch. Pun intended. This glowing beacon isn't just for seeing in the dark. It's the ocean's most deceptive dinner bell. Unsuspecting prey, seeking a little light in the dark vastness, get a face full of anglerfish instead. But here's a fun tidbit. Only the ladies sport this alluring light. Imagine that, using a headlight to get a date and a meal. Would you fall for the anglerfish's sneaky tactics? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts on this deep-sea illusionist. Number 5. Yellow boxfish. Ever looked at a fish and thought, Huh, that would make a rad car design. No, just me. All right, meet the yellow boxfish. As you might have guessed from its super creative name, it's a box-shaped fish that's, wait for it, yellow. Decked out in black polka dots, this fish looks like it's perpetually ready for a 70s disco party. However, if you're a fellow sea creature, you might want to think twice before ruffling its scales. When this fish feels threatened, it emits a toxin lethal to its underwater buddies. Talk about taking mood swings to a new level. Now, here's a fun tidbit. Mercedes-Benz once drew inspiration from this boxy fish's shape to design their Bionic concept car in 2006. But let's be real. While the fish may be groovy with its boxy look underwater, a car with the same design might not be as graceful on land. Still, kudos to Mercedes for thinking outside the box. Remember, there's always inspiration to find when you cast a wide net. Number 6. Opa. Ever imagined a fish wearing its own cozy sweater in the frigid ocean waters? Meet the Opa, sometimes called the moonfish, which has its own built-in heating system. Sporting a vibrant orange coat with bright fins, it fades to a delicate rosy white, dotted on its belly, and grows almost as large as a car tire. Fun fact, you can often spot this fashionista swimming around Hawaii. What sets the Opa apart from the fishy crowd? While some fishes might warm up their fins, the Opa turns the thermostat up for its entire body. By regulating its temperature to be 10 degrees above the surrounding chilly waters, this smart adaptation means the Opa is always in beach mode. This warmth ensures they're quick and efficient hunters since their vital organs and swimming muscles are toasty and ready for action. So next time you're feeling chilly, channel your inner Opa and turn up the heat. Who knew being warm-blooded could be so cool? Number 7. Toothpick fish. Ever played Truth or Dare and got stuck with a cringe-worthy challenge? Well, meet the real-life daredevil of the Amazon, the candiru, or toothpick fish. You might have caught its mention in jungle flicks, famous for its, fondness for humans' more private streams. But here's a plot twist. While urban legends paint this tiny fish as a frequent flyer to unfortunate destinations, real-life records of these close encounters are surprisingly rare. So why the fuss? When not embarking on unsolicited adventures, the candiru, one of the few known parasitic fish, cozies up inside a fish's gills. How? By sprouting spines to anchor itself before indulging in a blood buffet. Ouch! The name toothpick might conjure images of something thin and harmless, but it's better translated as sharp and stabby. A friendly tip: should you ever face a candiru dilemma, don't try DIY extraction methods. They're spine-tastic and things might get messy. But the best advice? Maybe give Amazonian skinny dipping a pass. Safety first, right? Number 8. Hairy frogfish. Hey there, ocean enthusiasts. Ever stumbled upon a photo of a fish and thought, whoa, is that thing having a bad hair day? Enter the hairy frogfish, a creature that's basically the ocean's response to 80s hair bands. Let's get to know this funky little rocker, shall we? First off, plot twist alert. Despite their oh-so-hairy appearance, they're not really flaunting a head of luxurious hair. Those hairs are more like, nature's Velcro. Yep, they're spiny appendages these underwater divas use to blend in, pretending to be harmless seaweed or coral. It's like they took a master class in underwater cosplay. They don't just stop at the hairy disguise. They can even change color. Imagine if you could change your hair color depending on your mood. Feeling blue? Literally turn blue. Now, these critters aren't your usual swimmers. Picture them more like the elderlies at a park, taking a casual stroll, but underwater. They're on a mission, though, not for morning exercise, but hunting for food. And when it's munch time, they do it with flair. With a big, wide yawn, they suck in their prey and swallow it in one go. You thought you loved your burgers? These guys can gobble up a meal twice their size. Talk about a big appetite. Oh, and they've got a little fishing trick up their sleeve. They waggle a spine that eerily looks like a worm to bait their next snack. Kind of like teasing someone with fries just out of their reach. So, to sum it up, a walking, color-changing, hair-impersonating fish with a knack for overeating. Nature, you've outdone yourself this time. And there you have it, folks. A deep dive into the wacky, wild world of fish that seems straight out of a fantasy novel. Our oceans are vast and mysterious, teeming with wonders that boggle the mind. Just when you think you've unraveled nature's secrets, it throws another curveball. Makes you wonder what other bizarre creatures are out there, lurking in the depths, just waiting for their 15 minutes of fame. Remember, every time you think you've seen it all, our oceans whisper, "Hold my plankton." Stay curious, keep exploring, and until our next aquatic adventure, may your fins always guide you towards discovery. Swim on and stay amazed.